We all know what's tomorrow.
Are you talking about the big plate? Because we can't say what the original thing is. I'm risking getting sued by a certain organization that hosts it.
The big game?
The super plate. Or I mean, a big plate. I'm sorry. Big plate.
The big game.
Yes.
You can't say it?
No.
Why?
Dude, radio stations can't even say it on risk of getting...
The Uber hole. Oh, wait, no.
That's why I call it big plate. You know,
That's at 5:30. Sorry. That's
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. We know. That's what time he's going to come by for some mail.
So, yeah, tomorrow's Sunday.
The holiest of sports watching days.
It is.
And you have the...
It's Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yep.
With
versus
the
the
dirtiest,
yeah.
nastiest team alive.
Philadelphia. Ah, shit. What's her name?
Philadelphia. You're right.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia Sheagles.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
They're transitioning.
That's it, right? I think I said it right.
Yeah, they're transitioning.
Are they pre-op or post-op?
Pre-op. They haven't quite committed yet.
Hashtag pre-op.
Oh, goddamn. Here we go.
I love hashtags. I need a shirt that just says hashtag.
Yeah, like how did the Eagles get in? How did they make it?
They had the easiest fucking path to the Super Bowl.
That's true.
If you look
Now,
at it.
I will say this, and trust me, I'm not an Eagles fan whatsoever. In fact, I'm
Clearly.
hoping KC win. I didn't want to see Kansas City in there anyways. I honestly wanted the Bengals, but
Burrow?
Yeah,
I mean,
he
I wanted
wanted
Burrow to get one.
he wanted Burrow to get one.
I wanted Burrow to get one. But the reason I don't want Philly to win is because their fucking fan base. Jesus Christ.
Oh, really? I mean, is it
Their fan base?
finally somebody worse than us? Yeah. Yeah.
The fucking Eagles are just, they're god awful.
If they win this Super Bowl,
A guy's gonna eat horseshit again.
they're gonna burn their city again,
Yeah.
like they did the last time.
Yeah. Because they clearly don't know
I
how
mean,
to act like they do.
the police and all that, they literally had to grease the light poles in the area to keep people from climbing on them. Like the fact that you have to grease a pole to keep people from climbing on it
mean,
is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Some people like their poles greased.
Not a physical like light pole.
Yeah, I like my pole grease.
Just as much as the next guy, but I'm not wearing a goddamn Jalen Hurts jersey.
But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not the one greasing them.
No, you leave that to the fine men and women that work in Philadelphia.
Apparently.
They're greasing poles left and right.
What's your title, pole greaser?
I'm a pole greaser.
Oh, so you work in pole? No, that's a fluffer. I'm different.
Yeah. Oh, that's baby stuff. It's like, God.
You just take a jar of Vaseline and just rub it up and down light poles.
Kind of like how old Southern women, they just stick their hand in the lard and flop it down in the pan. That's what I'm doing on poles.
Make it look like you're churning butter.
Jesus. All right.
Uh,
All right,
But
realistic.
I will tell you how
Who
they
you
got
got?
there.
realistic?
Oh, okay.
I got KC, but I'll realistically tell you how they got there. One, yes, they did. They had a pretty fucking easy schedule.
Who, KC?
No,
No.
Eagles.
Oh.
The Eagles. First round.
But
Bye.
yeah,
Second round. Daniel Jones.
yeah, the Giants, and then San Fran with a rookie quarterback,
No quarterback.
who got hurt.
They had
and then they brought
a
in
straight
a 17,
hurt team. They had a
Yeah.
straight hurt team.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if
All
Brock
the guy was
Purdy
like,
hadn't gotten hurt,
but it didn't matter because we couldn't score points.
if Brock Purdy hadn't gotten hurt, I think San Fran would have taken it.
I just think I think they had
They had a
too.
better chance.
I think they had too many elements missing on their team
Absolutely.
in that game. The
But-
Giants should have never been in the playoffs.
No.
Along with the Bucks, the
They-
Bucks should have both of them should have never been in the
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 playoffs.
Bucks
did
for
not
sure,
belong.
because they had. I mean, their division is absolute dog shit garbage as it is.
No, yeah, they were the
The
best of a
Giants-
trash division
The
for sure.
Giants, I would say, more so belong there only because, but
They-
they had the record. That's all I can say.
They won their game because Kirk Cousins cannot stand to be in the spotlight and win a game.
Facts. Facts.
I
Facts.
believe you.
Facts.
Like
and the thing is, like, he's proved it over his career.
that,
He can't do it. He can't win.
like if you got a nighttime game with Kirk Cousins, you're losing that game. It is what it is. Whether you got Justin Jefferson on your team or not, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL right now.
Right now, Chase.
It's a real tight race between them two.
But, anyways, back to the Eagles. Remember, I told you, I think it was either during the first round of the draft or shortly after, before preseason, I told you, the Eagles are going to take your division. I told you that. And the reason I say that is because of the... Fuck you, I did say it.
No, he didn't.
Did I not say it to you?
Motherfucker, I've drank since then. I don't know.
During the season.
I don't know.
No,
what
it
you
wasn't
said
during the
6 seconds
season.
ago.
I think they had like 6 wins.
No. I said it was either the night of the first draft.
No, because he was pissed off of that.
Draft, or it was right after that, right before preseason started. I told you
It
they were
had
going
to
to
be
take your
better
division.
during preseason.
But
I'll give you that, but the night of the draft, you were very pissed off. I don't think
I
you
was
said
so mad. Anyways, but the reason I say that is because you had Jalen Hurts, who is not a terrible quarterback. He is more relying on his feet like Lamar Jackson, but he has a better arm than Lamar Jackson.
He's more accurate.
Absolutely. Yeah. But when you add in A.J. Brown, who with Ryan Tannehill was putting up numbers, so you give him a better quarterback, he's going to put up numbers. And then Devontae Smith, who came out as a rookie, and even in his college days, you're like, no, he's going to be something to deal with. But you bring him in and you give him a fairly accurate quarterback with a great line, so the quarterback has time to throw the ball. I was like, they're going to be something to deal with. Not to mention their defense. I mean, they're not number one by any means, but they're definitely up there in the conversation as top 5, top 10.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have both those elements. I mean, the only thing I said was going to say to you guys was your defense. And that's what it was.
And our defense.
Your defense balled out.
Balled out in our playoff game. Or second playoff game. Our first one, it didn't matter. They were just getting crushed.
Yeah. But no, your defense balled out. And I'll say 90% of that is Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what?
I want to
Unsung hero, Leighton Van Der Esch, too.
give me a second. I want to actually congratulate you on something.
Okay.
I'm listening.
For the first time since I've known you, you statistically got something correct.
About?
The Philadelphia Eagles actually are in the top 5 of the defenses for this past year.
Yeah.
I am very proud of you.
Yeah, they're good. Like, they're consistent. I mean,
They're number 2.
They have the most sacks out of any team in the NFL.
Their defense is number 2.
They have the most
San
sacks.
Francisco?
Absolutely.
They have the most sacks out of the NFL. I mean, they get to the quarterback. Their defensive line.
History has been made here. I just want to let y'all know.
This was not the worst decision to make.
No.
I mean,
You deserve a
their
cookie.
defensive line can get
I'm
to
out.
the quarterback.
But I will get this man a cookie. Like,
If you're out of a beer, get yourself a beer.
yes, for real. Have at it,
I'm
sir.
about halfway through. I'll wait a minute.
Shove it. You deserve it.
You don't know what you're proving, okay?
He is.
You're starting to spell bigger words,
Old dog, new tricks.
getting some statistics right. I mean, it's
Motherfucker, I'm younger than you.
Yeah, I'm older.
it's kind of like you're evolving
Well, what can I say?
Me too.
into a more sophisticated redneck.
You're not seeing what's in these cans.
Of course I know.
This particular Hispanic beer company is not paying us, so they can go to hell.
Hashtag beer.
Hashtag pay me.
Hashtag please, I'm broke.
Everyone, this is my retirement plan, so if you guys could really like and subscribe and share this like a motherfucker, so YouTube and TikTok and Facebook have to send me a check, send him a check, send Ryan a check, hell, even our guy behind the camera who's not fucking here today,
No.
because he's a lazy piece of shit,
He's not.
hell, even send him a little check.
He's sick.
If you guys could do that for us, that'd be amazing, and I'd appreciate
He
it.
said he couldn't stop coughing. And then we were on a call with him and he never talked. So
Not once. Not one fucking time did he call.
It's like, what do we describe it as? Like that one time when you call your boss to call into work and tell him you have the shits?
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely, guys. I'll say, if you ever want to get out of work, just tell them you have the shit. Because no one's going to question it. They're going to be like, oh, fuck that. No, you stay your ass home.
I'm gonna just have to take your word for it.
Exactly.
I don't know. You come up here and shit in my hand right now. If it does not go through my fingers, you gotta work today.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like the shits is one of those things, you can kind of be like, nah, man, I got the shits. Oh, I need to see a doctor's note. Like, nah, man, like, I just got the shits. Like, give me like a day, it'll go away. Like, it'll be all right. I'm not going to the doctor.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna eat a banana. I'll be fine.
Yeah. Like, I need some cheese, Like I'm gonna some Imodium. I'm gonna stock myself up. I'm good to go.
Yeah. So Mike is not with us today, and that's why we have the laptop here, and I'm kind of monitoring everything as we're having our podcast. So
Trust me, we're not low tech. We're just down there. There's a difference.
you've got that right, Mr. Mouth Expert.
I'm the mouth talent.
Oh.
Thank
Hashtag mouth count.
Because you clarified.
Mm-hmm.
you. Hey.
So, fellas, if you're looking for a good time,
Oh,
I meant
you
ladies. I meant
You
ladies.
motherfucker. You
I
motherfucker.
thought we didn't discriminate.
Oh no, I definitely discriminate.
Jeff,
I definitely discriminate.
Jeffree Star is definitely calling you up.
Keep that in mind.
I'm looking for mouth talent.
And I'm like, I got just the guy. Hey Ryan, this is a phone call.
I did not clarify myself as mouth talent.
I just figured you want to talk to Jeffree Star.
No, I'm good.
I thought you considered him a personal hero.
No, absolutely not.
Real man of genius. Oh, we were those commercials?
Here's you, way too proud of Texas guy. Mr. Way too proud of Texas guy. That was the best one.
Okay,
Texas.
so you said you think Kansas City?
KC all
Kansas
day.
City.
I don't think the line's gonna. I don't think their defense can be able to stand up to Mahomes because Mahomes is just too fucking good.
But I'll throw this in there. Is Mahomes 100%?
Yes.
That's another thing.
Yes, he proved it last week or 2 weeks ago.
100% healthy?
He was like 80% then and still put a whooping on.
60. I'll give him 60.
Okay, and you got 2 weeks to heal up. I think he's just
I think he'll be good enough, but
I just don't know if he'll be as. I don't know if he'll be as mobile.
But even if he's not, he's still got his run game to rely on. I hope Pacheco's a fucking monster. And he's a rookie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
going
they
up
don't
against
have
the
to-
number 2 defense in the NFL.
Yeah, but how many yards?
If
how
you're
many miles
getting
of rush?
if you're getting
They're good for
sacks,
pass, not rush.
it doesn't matter. All you're doing is putting bodies in the back. That's all you have to do.
Exactly, and they can get through the first line. They can't get through the second. What I'm saying is if they're,
There's only one
reason
line.
they're number one in the sacks.
On the offense side.
Yeah, the reason they're number one in the sacks is because their line can get through to the quarterback. But if you give it to that ball, guess what? Those
There's-
offensive linemen are pushing them off to the side. So yeah, they're gonna get.
Well,
past them
okay.
by the time
So what
they're
you're saying
Pacheco's
is
already up
if
the gut.
maybe they run it to the outside,
They can
they
run
might
to
be.
the outside,
But if they're
absolutely.
running up the middle, they got it covered.
They can try to cover, but I mean, Pacheco's kind of slick and little nimbly pimbly. You catch my drift.
Yeah, but
I really think Kansas City's gonna win that game.
They just don't.
Hey,
Kansas City offense is just not like.
I'm not out here screaming Red Kingdom or nothing like somebody.
Oh, sorry.
oh yeah, like that. Where's my pom poms? Oh shit, I'm a fan. Fuck that. These motherfuckers playing and one.
I think I'm gonna go in the worst direction. I think the Philadelphia Eagles will take it. Not that I want them to, but I think they will.
That's where I'm at.
You think so too?
I think they will.
I think
Only
they will.
because they're healthy. They're a healthy football team. They're gonna do just enough. They have all the weapons, like all the talent, bro. Like if you look at their roster, they are loaded from offense to defense, everywhere.
Now, if Kansas City can limit Jalen Hurts, I think you've significantly reduced Philadelphia's chances of winning.
I think they will.
If they can
Because if he rushes just like it was like a couple years ago with Lamar Jackson, probably not going to be able to do that. But I think if you can limit him to just strictly passing and limit his running game, I think Kansas City will have a chance to win.
and Mahomes in the fourth quarter is an absolute animal. So
Absolutely.
I mean, except for that one Super Bowl where he couldn't make a pass.
But what about that one
Yeah,
Super
that's
Bowl
usually
where?
harassed.
What about that one Super Bowl where he was down? What was it, 14-28, or was it? It was even lower than that against San Francisco, and he came back in the fourth quarter and just blew him out of the fucking water.
San Francisco had that game in the bag.
They did
They fucked that up.
until the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter Mahomes, bro.
Exactly. You can't
Play-
put it past the
He
man.
plays and won football.
Don't know.
Not to mention the generational talent he has at his fucking head coach / quarterback coach / I mean, just
Andy.
yeah, football genius Andy Reid.
Well, he has some pretty good weapons too. Like, I mean, his weapons are nothing to sneeze at. Especially as a tight end. Like, he's one of the best.
Can you really say? I mean, Andy Reid's only what one Super Bowl? Because he didn't win with any with Philly.
Clearly.
Was he not on? No, he wasn't.
He wasn't on the team when they won against the Patriots. So I mean, he's a seasoned guy, and I mean I think he's a great coach. I just don't think if he's that great. I can name at least 4 other coaches that are better.
Against who?
I would say.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Mike was messaging. What did you say exactly?
I don't think Andy Reid is as good as you're letting him on to be.
Okay.
I think he's a great coach, but I think he also has the generational talent that is Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I mean, okay, so that's what I think. I think he has players that are making him look good because he spent years at Philadelphia, never had a Super Bowl.
But no, granted, he never had a Super Bowl. But
Came over to Kansas City and automatically, as soon as he got Patrick Mahomes, automatically they're in the playoffs. They're
Okay,
in.
but
They're
look
going
what
to
he
Super
did-
Bowls, AFC
But look
championships.
what he
Like,
did in Philly with Donovan McNabb.
what did they do?
He turned Donovan McNabb
Super Bowl,
good.
NFC champion.
Did they win?
No, but he took a no-name guy and made him good. He did the
Nobody
same thing
made
with Alex
Donovan
Smith.
McNabb good. Donovan McNabb made
He did the
himself
same thing
good.
with Alex Smith. He turned Alex Smith into someone who was like, oh shit, this dude's got something.
Okay, that one I'll give you.
Andy
Because Alex
Reid,
Smith was a
Andy
middle
Reid
of the
is
road.
good.
Nobody.
Andy
asked
Reid
for
did
it.
the same thing with Brett Favre.
I didn't say
He
he.
did the same thing. He took just the random ass dude and
He said
turned him
Brett
into-
Favre.
Yes.
Hall of Fame Brett Favre.
Yeah.
I didn't say that
Andy
he.
Reid
I didn't
is
say he wasn't a
quarterback
good.
coaching
Coach.
guru. He can turn a mediocre quarterback into an amazing quarterback.
Okay, you can't just say that because he turned Alex Smith into a decent.
Brett
quarterback.
Favre.
He didn't turn Brett Favre
Yes,
into a
he
good.
did.
That Brett Favre had natural talent, other than the fact that throwing interceptions.
You love that.
He did. But he's
still
also the
winning
one
the
that
game.
got them to the. He wasn't the head coach, but he's also the one that got them to the fucking Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl and took them to another one a year or two later because he was coaching Brett Favre up. He was making Brett Favre consistently better each year.
Was he head coach?
I would.
No, he was the
Okay.
quarterback
Oh,
coach.
okay. So he wasn't taking the team, the head
He was
coach.
that's what did I not just say he's making Brett Favre consistently better each year.
But you just said he took them to the Super Bowl. He
No.
did not. He did not.
He helped.
He may have helped Brett Favre hone some skills.
I think Andy Reid is if he was just going to be a quarterback coach, he would be the best that's ever done it, ever. But when you put him in the role as head coach, he is definitely offensive minded, and I think that really benefits them, especially whenever you get a generational talent like
You got
Mahomes.
Mahomes. Yeah. To me, that's what skews the argument to me. Is when you get somebody like that good, that is Mahomes, like, I mean, the fucking world is your fucking oyster. Like, like the canvas just became bigger. You got all the paints, you got all the colors. Like, yeah, it's Mahomes. But when I'm thinking about like, okay, here's a coach that I'll say, holy shit, now that's a head coach, and he had everything go wrong.
Does he clap a lot?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, not even my team, not even my conference, not my division. Mike fucking Tomlin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about this. He had
Even this year,
to
Jesus
to
Christ.
start the
I'll
year.
give you one better too.
He had to start the year with Trubisky. Ended it off with Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
They went on a win streak when it looked like they wouldn't even sniff 500. he's a coach that has never had a season below 500.
Right.
Holy shit! Like, how many coaches can say that? Even when Big Ben went down and got hurt, he still found a way. Fuck out of here, bro. Like to me, like that. You want to talk about like two franchises that have nailed it? It's the Patriots. They find a way to fucking. They just find a way.
Well, you got fucking Tom Brady out there
And then
paying people off.
Pittsburgh always finds a way. They just have the culture.
Give that man his fucking
Oh.
credit and stop being a hateful bitch.
Spygate, Deflategate.
Put a pin in it. Okay, that's 2 years. Take 2 Super Bowls away from him. Oh no. Still got 5. By himself.
57.
Most people don't have 1. Oh, that's what your quarterback has. Yeah.
One.
So anyway, so we've gone through this. Okay.
I'll give you another coach though.
Who you got?
John Madden.
The greatest coach ever.
Exactly.
No.
He's not the greatest.
Excuse
I
me?
wouldn't call him the greatest coach ever, but he is one of the better coaches ever.
If you really,
Bill Walsh. I'll say Bill Walsh was up there.
I'll say this one, and you can call me biased. Vince
I
fucking
hope, I
Lombardi.
hope every person in the NFL comes at you.
Vince fucking Lombardi. They named the goddamn trophy after
Oh,
him.
good lord. Yeah, because he's old as fuck and that's when it happened. Like, that's why. It happened back in the day when there was, like, what, 3 fucking teams?
It doesn't matter.
It
the
does.
fact is he was
Plays
still
into
better.
It does.
Okay,
It
but
happens because he's one of the fucking founding people.
I'm sorry, but if they named the Super Bowl trophy after you,
Doesn't make you the greatest coach.
They
It just
didn't
makes
they
you
named
old
the
as
Madden
hell.
Trophy. Madden has a video game after him. Okay,
It
cool.
will go on long after he's dead.
Exactly.
So is the Lombardi Trophy.
Well, yeah, nobody's changing that now.
No one's going to change that neither. So you got 2 coaches right there that are literally enshrined.
Jeff Fisher was the best coach.
Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher.
No, Jeff Fisher. Was the fucking, remember when he had the Rams and they fucking sucked?
Oh my God.
They brought in McVay and he was like, yeah, I can do this.
Jeff Saturday, Coach of the Year.
God. You want to talk about the worst hire? That was like, he's not even a coach.
Hashtag history's worst decision. Jeff Saturday.
God damn. Can't win a game on Sunday.
Only works on Saturday.
Yeah, only works on Saturday.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What was the one for the Cleveland? Freddie Kitchens.
Ooh.
That was
Oh,
bad.
we doing worst coaches?
That was bad.
Can we
Dixie
do
Garrett.
No, you said worst. I said worst.
Yeah, you just said worse. I'm just saying, if we're naming bad coaches, I mean,
Well, there's a lot of bad coaches now. Damn, Freddie Kitchens was a good one.
yeah.
He was a bad,
I got another one.
terrible head coach.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Mr. Urban Meyer. I'm gonna go out there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go out there and fondle a stripper and kick my kicker.
Hey,
Jesus.
what's his nuts? That was Gruden.
Oh, John Gruden.
He got fucking shit canned for all those emails.
Oh.
Racist ass emails.
He's like, how you gonna say all this racist ass shit?
Them
90% of the young
those
people
Raider coaches.
The Raiders in general. I mean, hell, to go play for the Raiders, you better already have an attorney on fucking
Hey,
retainer.
don't worry,
Hey,
Washington is
Do
worse.
not talk about DJ's favorite team like that.
Excuse me?
I'm a,
The Raiders? The Raiders. No, sorry. No. The most fraudulent ass fucking team there is out there.
Amen.
DJ is a secret closet Raiders
Go
fan.
ahead, jump on this man.
I'm on that
Jump on
band.
this man.
Hell, hey, I'm up there with the fucking whips hitting the horses carrying the bandwagon.
Why are you up there with whips? Like,
Because they're horses on the carriage, on the wagon.
sure, that's what you're.
In February?
Damn it.
Hashtag February.
Hashtag cotton.
Why?
Hashtag hard R.
Hashtag hard C.
Crack your ass open.
Yeah, hard R was so racist in case y'all didn't know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. He goes and finds the DeLorean. It's nothing. What you doing in here?
For people who can't see, Million Ways to Die in the West up here.
Love that movie.
Fantastic.
Very underrated movie.
That's why we have a specific affinity for 5:30. That's what time homeboys gonna come over and get some anal.
You said 5:30? 5:30?
I don't know. It's whatever time he wants to go over and put his penis in an asshole. Yeah, we'll say 5:30.
5:30. I need to rest my asshole.
Wait, you did anal? I can afford to pay that new belt for church. Oh yay!
Oh my god.
Anyways, so Ryan, you had a topic of discussion that you wanted to bring up.
All right, so we're good with our Super Bowl predictions.
I think we're good.
Alright,
KC.
to finalize,
Casey,
you either winning it.
I think Casey's winning it.
Alright, for hope's sake, even though I don't want to be the fence rider here. KC.
You're gonna need to wash your hand after that.
It's already on fire. Yep, it's on fire.
All right. Well, 2 for KC. I'm going Philly. Not that I want to, and I feel dirty just even thinking about it. But
You should. You're a Patriots fan.
I understand that, but I have to look at the truth and just I think they're gonna do a lot better than KC.
I really think
I
Casey's gonna take it.
I have a feeling they're gonna get beat like Jerome. I hope not. I really hope not.
Okay, so we got Super Bowl predictions here. KC, Philly, and are you still riding the fence? Or
KC.
KC.
Red Kingdom. Let's go.
Okay.
Mahomes. Where's my pom poms?
Red Kingdom.
I guess that's what it is.
Oh, you said you had something about Dallas though. You said you wanted to talk about Dallas this year.
No, I didn't, Ryan.
I do believe you
did. You said.
Shut the fuck up, Tyler.
You said,
No, I didn't, Ryan.
You
I
said.
think it was why our teams are not in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you said you wanted to-
Why we're shitty.
I'll
Yeah.
fucking take the. I guess I'll take the reins. Oh, no, speaking to the mic, motherfucker. Make sure we get all this audio.
Say it with your chest, big boy.
Forget, we discussed this. I didn't forget that. Thank you.
Okay. There was a previous video that we did, and I did a reaction, and I did it to Uncle Snoop, and I was like, Snoop, what the fuck, bro? All right, second playoff game. Where's the camera?
Camera's right there.
Rain Dakota Prescott. What the fuck, sir? What the fuck, sir?
Just called him right the fuck
Yeah,
out.
you did. Jeez.
What the fuck, sir? You fucked up my whole weekend. Like, goddamn, dude. I don't know. Like, and I don't like to do this in team sports. Because team sports are, like, to me, football is the ultimate team sport.
I do have a question for you
Can't
when
do
you're
it.
done.
Yes, please.
No, when you're done.
I'm on my soapbox.
Yeah.
Because, goddamn, bro. And if anybody knows me, I rock with number 4. That's my dude. I fuck with him.
The 214?
Yeah. What's the name of your daughter?
We'll get to that in a minute. But goddamn, bro, I have never looked at one game and been like, yeah, bro, that's on you. Like, and I've been through seasons of Tony, and Tony ruined me with Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks. Like, cause
God damn,
I was raised on Troy, who's better than Aaron Rodgers.
So you're used to.
So I was raised on Troy. Yeah,
I heard you slip that in
yeah, I
there.
did. Then went through the shit era. Then went through the Romo era, and then now with fucking Rain Dakota Prescott that fucked up my whole weekend. Like, I don't like to blame one game on somebody solely, but like, goddamn, dude, like the defense did everything they could have. The run game tried, but like, goddamn, dude, all you had to do was not throw it to the opposite team and just complete a couple of passes and just slowly, methodically move your ass down the field. And even Brett Maher might have made one for you, one or two. Maybe.
He went from money Maher to maybe Maher real goddamn quick.
Real quick, but guess what? What did Dak turn into? The goddamn pumpkin right when he right in the divisional round, right when we always do. So why do I not have playoff shades on right now? Or a Super Bowl fucking sombrero? Rain,
You fucked it.
You fucked me again, bro. Fuck me again.
It's okay. We've all felt that pain.
Take all this shit down.
Take it down.
Take it all down.
Now, I have two questions. So one, how the hell does that man miss 5 games, played a total of 12 games, and lead the league in interceptions? Man was out 5 weeks. Led the league in interceptions. How the fuck does that happen?
I have an answer. A lot of people won't like it, but I have an answer.
Okay.
Okay.
And don't blame the receivers for, it slipped through my hands. Like, nah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that's a.
I mean, I know it's a thing.
That's a thing.
It's a catchable ball. Your receiver fucked up,
Alright,
but at the same
how about
time,
this literally happened in a game. Dak threw the ball literally at Noah Brown's knees in the Jacksonville game. Threw it at his knees. He did this, like, went down to cradle to catch the ball. It literally bounced off his hands, off his chest, into the other guy's arms, and he ran it back for a pick 6. The fuck? How was that Dak's fault? Like, a lot of them weren't his fault, but there were a whole lot that were. Like, that it was just like, damn, dude, are you not seeing the field? Like, why did you throw it to that guy?
Let me ask you, on those interceptions that they bounced out of the receiver's hands or the receivers touched it and it got tipped to the other, defensive player, could those balls have been placed a little bit better to be in a better position for catching?
That's another thing I was going to say. I was like, and I won't even say balls should be placed a little bit better. I don't, like, half of them just weren't even the right read.
right?
Like, so I won't say, like, that could have been better ball placement.
Dude, there was so many.
That was a wrong read. You should have hit that guy. You should have hit T.Y. Hilton that was wide the fuck open when you tried to throw it to CeeDee Lamb.
Hence the reason they brought in T.Y. Hilton for another deep threat.
And he was wide the fuck open when you tried to throw it to CeeDee Lamb.
Like touchdown material, though. That's what it was. It was touchdown material.
Oh, legend has it, he'd still be running. Like, that motherfucker would still be running. You kidding me? Like, and if we're being perfectly honest, just about that game alone, like that playoff game, Dak should have thrown like 4 interceptions. There were 2 or 3 that got dropped.
Yep.
There were 2, like, that not just like, oh, that was a wrong read, maybe somebody could have caught it. Like,
Greenlaw dropped one. Oma Kanama, blah, 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 blah. Troy Polamalu's like distant cousin, fucker. He dropped one. And then the Greenlaw got hurt for like 1 or 2 plays. The guy that came in for Greenlaw dropped one.
yeah.
There was 3 that were dropped in that San Francisco game.
So I said at least 4 or 5. They should have at least had 4 or 5.
No, they caught the rest of them.
No, that's what I'm saying. They
Like,
should
I know they
should
dropped
have had
3.
a total of
Oh,
inside
yeah.
4 or 5.
I was like, I know they dropped 3.
Yeah. And then Trayvon Diggs catch your interception. And then make the fucking tackle on Dick Cheese that's fucking bobbling the ball, Kittle.
Dick Cheese
You
Kittle.
whipped him on.
Hashtag Dick Cheese Kittle.
Hashtag just Dick Cheese.
But my second question is,
Slide my soapbox.
my second question is 2-parter. One,
Two-parter.
Okay.
do you think
No.
that Dallas needs to be looking? And 2,
Looking for
QB.
okay.
Or 2, if they do they go free agent or try to find one of the draft? I take that back to 3-part. Either find a free agent or get one of the draft, or 3, if not, do they negotiate his contract, give him less money to make cap space in other areas, or do they make his contract bigger?
We got a lot of questions. But alright, so first, you're not a smart team if you are not always trying to look for talent. So should they always be looking for a quarterback?
Absolutely.
Yep, all the time. Jordan Love,
Yeah.
prime fucking example. That's just what you do. Like, I don't
Maybe
care.
he may be the starter this year. It may be time for the love machine.
What happened with Brady?
Yep.
They had guys behind him. I mean, hell, Brady was the backup and then came in and guess what? It's just gone. Like,
But then guess what? The second Brady left, they grabbed Mac Jones out of the draft and were like, by the way, you're starting, motherfucker.
like,
He's like, oh,
that's
cool.
One, that's what you do. So you're always looking for talent. You should always be drafting quarterbacks because you never know what you're gonna find.
Yep.
Right.
You never know what's gonna happen.
What was the second part? Like you said, should they?
I said, should they be looking? And then if they are looking, do they go free agent
No.
or do they go draft?
No, I would go through only because like how much time left we have with Dak's contract. Just go through the draft, see what you have. You can always find.
But you're a low end of the draft pick.
It's fine. You can always find something. It doesn't matter because you're still stuck with Dak's money for 3 years anyway. Whether you want to renegotiate or not, you're still stuck with
hell,
that money.
Tom Brady was around 6.
Yeah,
Draft
so
I mean, look at Brock Purdy,
irrelevant.
the very last pick of the fucking draft.
Dak, as much shit as I just talked, was a fourth rounder. We didn't know he'd be this good. Right? You know what I mean? Like to be perfectly honest,
Poor Liam Neeson.
he was still good. Like he's still a good quarterback. Half the teams in the league would love to have him. Like hell, Washington would. The
Yeah.
Broncos would.
Yeah.
The Raiders would.
The Colts,
The Colts, the Jets,
the Titans,
the Titans, Miami,
the Falcons.
So Miami would love to have him.
Yeah.
At least he'd be fucking not having a concussion.
Concussed?
Put a flower in his ass.
Daisy.
Not concussed.
And then I would say,
By the way, kudos to the Miami physician's office for, not giving two shits about human safety. Good job, guys.
they're like, nah, he's good.
They're like, he's seeing words. Like, is he reading a book?
That
No!
motherfucker,
No, he's still good.
he can taste colors. He's fine.
Motherfucker's tasting the color orange. That's normal.
He's like, is that a fruit? It's a fruit. It's fine.
Yeah, he's good.
He smells toast.
He smells toast and tastes copper. Is that normal? Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's all good. That's definitely not signs of a stroke. He's all right.
Yeah. No, he doesn't have cerebral palsy now. He's fine.
No, he's got Parkinson's, which is
Well, no.
another way that God shows He loves you.
Well, okay, so you have
Michael J. Fox.
your soap opera box. Soapbox?
Soapbox.
I don't know why I said soap opera.
It's the Cowboys.
A lot of
It's a soap
drama.
opera. It is a soap opera.
You have your soapbox about
there's not a
Dak
big team
Prescott. Can we talk about the fucking Patriots play calling?
Let's.
When you have
Like,
an
why-
offensive coordinator as your offense coordinator, run left.
No,
Run
no,
right.
no. I'd give that man no excuse because he was a head coach.
Facts.
For a shitty fucking Detroit Lions team.
Agreed. But apparently, people thought that you were good enough to head coach a team. You should be good enough to be able to call
No.
football plays.
One person thought he was good enough to be a head coach. That was the owner of the Lions. One person, not people. Person. There is a difference. And trust me, whenever they were like, "Oh, he's the new head coach of the Lions," trust me, they were like, "He's the new head coach of the Lions." I'm like, "Fucking fantastic! That's a dub."
It's always
Let's go.
it's always a dub. When has Detroit ever been good?
This year,
Barry Sanders?
I mean, that's it. Yeah, what? Way back?
this year,
They have not been that
they
good.
flipped the switch this year.
What?
and
Bro, they still were
they
under
were 1 win
500.
away from getting into the fucking playoffs.
They were under 500.
But they flipped the script.
They were
That's
under
what, no,
500.
okay, yeah,
No,
you
no.
say they were under 500, but the fact that they went
Hold on.
from 1-6
Hold on.
to flipping the script where they were 1 win away from the playoffs,
Okay.
that proves something.
That's not hard to
Hold
do.
on. You're answering a different question than what he asked. He said, when were they good? You're saying they exceeded your expectations.
Okay.
Your expectations of the Lions have always been where everybody's has been.
Okay, no.
Keep
actually,
your
I'll
expectations low and you'll never
I'll
be
tell you
disappointed,
when they were
right?
Thank you.
I'll tell you when they were good. There was a.
Wise
I
words.
don't remember the exact year, but I know they had Stafford and I know they had Megatron. They went to the second round of the playoffs. And it was the year that Matt Stafford, he actually went out of a game at the. They were at like the 4-yard line, game on the line. He got hurt, shoulder fucked up. He ran out of the game. They brought their backup quarterback in. Ended up calling a timeout to get Stafford back in there.
I
Stafford was there,
I
threw
saw
that
the game.
pass. and then they won the game. That's the year they went second round of the playoffs.
I have another one.
I saw that, but
They were good that year.
They did make.
did you give Matthew Stafford some credit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They did make it another.
I've never had a problem with Matt Stafford. The only thing I've ever said about Matt Stafford was he's good until you put the slightest bit of pressure on him. Once you put the slightest bit of pressure on him, he goes to shit.
That's most average quarterbacks.
yeah.
There was another time, and that's when we beat them. We beat them in the first round of the wild card.
Yep.
And then we went on and had the botch with the Seahawks.
Yep.
That was Tony Romo's botch.
The botch, field goal hold. He had to try to run it in and got his ass slammed to the ground.
Yep. Okay.
Yet again.
So yeah. Well, that's why we sucked this year, because our offense could not call a fucking play
No.
at all.
Because you had Matt Patricia.
We were
He's
doing-
an defensive-minded person. He doesn't think about offense.
We were
other than how I
making
stop it.
extremely stupid calls. So bad that it made Mac Jones look bad, which then we were like, okay, let's get our second string in here because Mac Jones is, Bailey Zappi came in and
Mac
he
Jones got
started.
hurt.
Did he? No.
Mac Jones got
No,
hurt.
they benched him.
Benched him.
They
Oh.
benched Mac Jones. And so they brought in Zappi, who came in and started doing good, and then just kind of tapered off because the play calling was going back to shit again, to where they brought back in Mac Jones to try to finish off the season.
Yep. I thought Mac Jones got hurt. That's why they brought in Bailey Zappi.
No, there wasn't an injury to take him out for long term. But
I was under the
he
impression
started
there
like
was,
a
my
game
bad.
or two.
Yeah.
He was in for like 2 games. Yeah.
Bailey Zappi? No, I think he was in for 3, wasn't he?
Oh, it's two.
But the thing is,
Because he played against us in Green Bay.
And then that next game, and that was it.
But I'm saying where he started, not where he came in and replaced Mac Jones.
Yeah, because he replaced him like halfway through the game or some
Right,
shit like that.
Right, but he got benched. I'm saying where he started.
Maybe that's why I'm thinking 3 games, because it was the 2 full games
He
and like a
played
half
3
game.
games.
Maybe that's
Exactly.
He
what it
played
was.
like 3 games. But yeah, he only started 2.
We could not be consistent. We would. The thing is we could drive down the field, no problem. It would take us a while. We would draw time off the clock. It would take us a while to get down there, but we would put up no points or only a field goal.
Y'all's red zone
finish.
presence was terrible.
But yet we could hold teams to not scoring.
Your defense was good, but your offense couldn't finish.
But
Precisely.
so like I mean, it's just
Honestly, when you look at it, that's the problem with, I'd probably say at least 80% of NFL teams. They can get the ball down the field. They just can't do anything with it. The only way they're able to score points is if they're 40 yards or deeper, and they throw a fucking a miraculous bomb and the wide receiver gets loose, or they have a miraculous run and the running back gets loose.
See, to me, that's the problem with like the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could manage to get down the field. They could manage to kind of like get down there, but it was just like they would stall in the red zone, or just I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Justin Fields would throw a fucking interception.
I mean, well, to me, like he was their offense. Like that's the only
entire
thing.
offense.
That's why to me
Well,
with the Bears, I can't sit there and say
minus
like,
Cole
he
Kmet.
was just bad,
Yeah.
or he
Minus-
couldn't see the field. Like
Minus-
he's running for his life most of the time.
Minus Cole Kmet. Because a lot of people don't give that man enough credit, because honestly, he's a legitimate tight end. Cole Kmet is a bad motherfucker. The problem is, he's just not getting plays his way. But when you look at his blocking is amazing.
Cole Kmet is average.
Nobody gets past him. Nobody gets past Cole Kmet. He just doesn't get a lot of plays his way as far as running or catching and yards after catch. He gets some, but not enough to put him in a badass conversation.
Okay.
Not enough to put him in, I'm not saying he's anywhere
not-
near
he's
fucking
not
Travis
Darren-
Kelsey or
Darren
anything like
Waller or
that.
nothing like that.
He ain't nothing like that.
Okay.
But he is good.
Okay, and that's where all right. I think we're using 2 words that are synonymous. Because like I said, he's average.
Yeah.
right.
All right, yeah, and
Average and good.
I think we're seeing eye to eye on that. Okay, but oh man, if we wanted to talk NFL,
This is gonna go
I
on
could
all
do
night.
it. I could do it all day, like because I could talk about like so many different teams.
I want to hear what Tyler thinks about his team.
Yes,
So
he had his grievances.
Yeah.
Wasn't a lot.
I love Aaron Rodgers to death.
Because we're just an average team.
I love him to death, but
Y'all
this
were
year
average
it was Aaron Rodgers that shit the bed. I mean, granted, you know, he did lose Devontae Adams, he did lose Marquez Valdez-Scantling, which were his two deep threats. He did lose those. So again, there is going to be a learning curve, and you have to get Romeo Dobbs, you got to get Christian Watson, you got to get them on the same page. But you fought to bring in Randall Cobb. You didn't really throw it to him. Robert Tunyon's back. Robert Tonyan is a great receiving tight end. You didn't throw it to him. You decided, or I'm sorry, our offensive coordinator, which I'm not even sure who the fuck it is right now because, you know, Nathaniel Hackett's gone. I wasn't even sure who it was this year. But they decided to do a lot of either running or screen passes to Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon on the edge. And yeah, it worked.
Those are your playmakers. Yeah.
It worked for the first few games. And then people were like, oh, well, shit, that's all they're going to do. They're going to run it or throw it to the screen. We know how to stop them. That's it. And then Christian Watson decided to come out of his fucking shell after that 75-yard bomb, the first play of the first fucking game that he dropped. It was a wide open touchdown.
Can I be honest? And he was a rookie this year?
Yeah, he's a rookie. But he surpassed every rookie in touchdowns this year.
That's what.
But not.
This is the olive branch that I'm gonna put out there. To be fair, like all right. The two things can be true. Rodgers didn't have a great year.
Right.
No, he had a shit year.
Yeah, he didn't have a great year. He had
his most years in picks since 2012.
And he don't throw picks.
I know.
Yeah, he don't throw. Like, we know that about him. If anything, he's going to scramble, he's going to throw it away.
Yep, throw it away.
Okay. All right, so, but two things can be true. Like, he had a bad year. He also dealt with a rookie receiver.
Two
rookie receivers. Okay. He dealt with two rookie receivers. Mm-hmm. Like, and they weren't great rookie receivers. He wasn't dealing with Jamar Chase and CeeDee Lamb.
Not
he wasn't
off the bat they weren't.
I got two badass guys. Like,
not off the bat they weren't, but they turned into, you're like, oh shit.
They turned into, don't give them that much credit. They were not badass guys. They turned into very serviceable guys.
Yes.
They turned into very serviceable guys. If Rodgers would have been on his shit this year, y'all would have been in the playoffs.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have come down to, oh no, we have to beat Detroit. Detroit's like, nah, fuck you.
Right.
It wouldn't have come down to that.
It was literally, to me, that was a winning you get in the game, and I was just like, they're gonna fucking win.
And Detroit's like, no, you're not. We're gonna fuck your shit up just to be dicks.
Yep.
Yeah, because y'all do it to them.
Yeah.
Every year, twice a year.
And that's what it came down to. And it should have been that way. Like I said, had Rodgers, had Romeo Dobbs and Christian Watson progress as they did. But Aaron Rodgers been on his shit with Robert Tonyan, Randall Cobb, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, all those other guys. Had he been on his, hell, even Sammy Watkins before we dropped him, which I was not a fan of the Sammy Watkins pickup to begin with because the motherfucker can't stay healthy.
Where did he end up going inside?
He went back, or he went to, he's on the Eagles.
Fucking hell. All right.
But, no, had he got on page with those guys like he should have been, we would have been in a lot better shape towards the end of the season. But he didn't get on the same page as those guys until a little bit past halfway. And that's when everything started to click. And that's when we went on our 5-game win streak and we thought we were top shit again. But no, 90% of our problems this year was Aaron Rodgers. And now he's holding us hostage again of, am I going to retire? Are you going to trade me? Am I going to play again?
He's a dramatic dude. Y'all know that.
I don't know what it is, man, but all of a sudden he's an enlightened guru and he's like, oh, I need to go and meditate with my incense. And no, I'm sorry, now it's, I'm going to go on a 4-day darkness retreat. I'll let you know after the Super Bowl. But all the speculation of, oh, no, Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets, Aaron Rodgers is going to the Raiders, this, that, and everything else. Just remember.
Could you imagine if he goes to the Raiders?
One, I'd be a little upset.
Oh, a little?
A little bit.
I'm going to hate the Raiders even more.
As why? That's why. Because they took Devontae Adams and now they're taking Aaron Rodgers. Nah, fuck them.
Yeah.
But just remember,
Aaron
Rodgers.
Really terrible.
See, here's why he's either going to play for Green Bay or he's going to retire.
Okay. I'm listening.
He is in contract with Green Bay. He is owed a fuck ton of money, and I'm not talking like no, he's owed like $75 million this year, which is a fuck ton of money that's going to invade on. Yes. Okay. So he's under contract. They may try to shop him around. Teams may want him and may have the cap space for him. they're not going to want to pay out that kind of money.
Not to somebody who's.
I think he'll get traded. I think he'll
I
go.
don't-
I don't think he'll play for Green Bay this year
I
or
don't think
this
so
coming
either.
year.
I think he'll retire.
I think he'll get. I think.
Or no, I take it back.
I think he'll go to another team.
I take that back. I think he's going to play in Green Bay one more year because he said that he was extremely impressed with the development of Watson and Dobbs, and he wants to see it continue. So I think he's going to play one more year.
You can do that from the sideline.
I think he's going to play one more year to get them up and going, to see how well they do, and then he'll retire. The problem I have with that is Jordan Love's been on the sideline for 3 years. He can't.
4.
No, this was his 3rd year.
Oh, so he's going. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That was
He came in one game, Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and dude, he balled out. Now, granted, no one has any fucking footage of him. No one knows. It was against the Eagles, actually. He came in and balled out. Even some of the Eagles cornerbacks were saying, like, that dude can fucking throw. He can fucking play.
Didn't y'all
Like,
lose?
they
Didn't
were-
y'all
they were
lose against the
impressed.
Eagles?
Yeah, it was against the Eagles.
Didn't y'all lose?
We did lose, but whenever
Yeah,
Jordan
they
Love
took
came
one
in,
L this year, shit.
but when Jordan Love came in,
Oh, two.
who's it? Is it Darius Slay? Is it Darius Slay, the cornerback for the
Did you?
Eagles?
We beat him once.
They didn't take one L. They took multiple L's.
The Eagles?
They had like 3 L's.
Yeah, they lost 3 times.
Who else beat him?
Once against
Because
y'all, and then 2 when Jalen Hurts was out.
Oh, that's right. At the end of the season.
No, it was like mid-season.
No, I mean at the end of the season.
They
That's
were,
when
I think they
took
were
another-
12 and 0. I think they
Because-
lost their
because
13th
what's his
and
name was
14th
in-
game.
Yeah, because what's his name was out. Jalen Hurts was out.
Yeah, it was. I think they were 12 and 0.
And Minshew lost
2 games.
and Jalen Hurts came back and won one.
1-1 and then lost against y'all.
Yeah. Well, no, because we beat Minshew.
Oh, was it
Yeah,
y'all?
we played
Minshew?
Minshew. Yeah, when we played Hurts, that was with what's his name?
Oh. Well, anyway, isn't it Darius Slay that's the cornerback for the Eagles? Isn't it Darius Slay?
Him and Bradbury.
Yeah, okay, it was Darius Slay then. He came on an interview and he's like, no, he's like, we didn't have anything on Jordan Love. He's like, but that's no excuse. He's like, that dude, he can throw a ball.
Commanders and Saints.
And Dallas.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Commanders and Saints, or you and
The Commanders were the first to beat him.
no.
Yes, they were.
Oh, they were? So it was the Commanders and y'all again with Minshew and the Saints with Hurt? Well, I need to go take a restroom break, so if we want to, right now, then we'll go into Ryan's topic. And then we'll do trivia.